Hello everyone. I figured I'd go ahead and do another one of these long videos because the last one was pretty well received and people seem to like it. So I figured I'd do a pretty similar thing. I got a bunch of footage the other day and I'll just kind of talk about that footage and I guess what I was doing and what was going on in the background when I took it, and yeah, some general thoughts I had while filming and getting the shots. So yeah, I guess I'll just get right into it. So pretty much every shot here, actually all of them, are from various spots around the Quabbin Reservoir. I know that's kind of my go-to place, but it's local and it has some really beautiful views, as you can kind of see from this. So this is filmed by the tower at the Quabbin. Basically there's this one hill area of the Quabbin Reservoir it has a tower on the top. That's why it's called the tower. So basically there's a big dirt parking lot in the middle and then this big one-way road that goes all the way around it. So actually while I was getting this shot, there was a bunch of motorcycles driving around. Kind of loud and annoying, but still cool nonetheless. I kind of thought about videotaping that, but I don't know. I don't think it really fits the vibe of this. And also it would have felt kind of weird just filming some people driving around, you know. So yeah, this is filmed mid-October in Massachusetts. So we get a lot of those fun leaves changing colors. Apparently a lot of people like to drive up and take tours and come visit all around New England just to see the leaves, and it's kind of cool because it's just something that I'm used to, you know. Being from New England, you just get kind of used to stuff like that, as well as I'm sure other parts of the northern United States and other parts of the world too, but it's cool that people like to make special trips just to see it. The leaf peepers, I think that's what they're called. People coming up to peep at the leaves. And it's just like a pretty common thing for us local people. So, I don't know, that's pretty cool. This next shot is actually from the same area of the Quabbin. It's from the tower, but it is from the other side of that hill area I was talking about. So this is looking in the other opposite direction, essentially. Not a lot going on in this shot. It was not super windy that day, so I promise this is video. I know if you're watching it, it kind of looks like nothing is happening, but I promise stuff is happening. I guess if you're just listening to this, I'll try my best to just describe what these shots look like. So this one is just kind of, I don't even know where to start actually. There's a lot of grass in the foreground, and then there's some trees, and then you can kind of see a little bit of water, and then a bunch of hills and clouds, and it kind of fades off into the distance. But I'll actually go ahead and change it to a little closer up, zoom in on the right side of the screen. Boop, there we go. Got a little more movement now. You can see there's some trees moving, and you can see the water kind of right in the middle of the screen. Wasn't really that much going on when I was filming this. There were a few other people up in the area I was at, just talking to themselves and stuff. There was actually this older lady that walked right over, kind of right next to me, and sat down about 10 feet away from me, and I was kind of like, all right, there's kind of a lot of different spaces you could have sat, but you choose to sit right next to me. And she just didn't say anything, so I was just kind of looked at her. I don't know if she looked back. I really like this shot. I like how you can see the wind a little bit. Like I said, it wasn't super windy that day that I went out and filmed, so I don't know. It was nice to catch a little bit of the wind on the film. On the old film. After this shot, though, it's pretty much all at a different location in the Quabbin. It's kind of hard to describe where it is, but yeah. After this, we will jump right into some action. As soon as I got to the next location, there was some frickin' ducks right in the middle of the water. I went to get a nice cool shot of them, and I think I got just a little too close because as soon as I set down my camera and started filming, they flew away. So anyway, I still think that's a cool shot, even though it's only like a quarter second. So after the duck mishap, I still set down my camera and got this shot. It's pretty cool. It's got the water, and you can kind of see an island to the left and more of the coast I was sitting on to the right, and some mountains in the background. Not much was really going on when I shot this. I was just thinking about those ducks mainly. And I kind of figured, there'll be other opportunities to film aquatic birds, so I wasn't too worried. But yeah, I don't know, I just like this shot a lot. I think that this might be one of my favorites I got from this day. There are some good ones later, but I really like this one. I think it's cool how you can kind of see like the different rates that trees change colors. You can see some of them in the background are a little more yellow, and then the ones closer are a little more brown or a little more red. All the leaves changing colors however they see fit. And then speaking of leaves specifically, there's this close-up of a bunch of leaves. They're all kind of yellow and orange. And again, as I said, it wasn't really windy this day, so I'm very thankful I caught this on camera. Bunch of leaves falling and blowing in the wind. I'm very thankful I caught that. A very small moment, but kind of a big one too, in a way. Up next, we got some really cool more animal shots. I know we had the ducks earlier, but now we got some other things coming up. Here, it's kind of hard to tell, but there is a little bit of a spider web right in the middle of the screen, like right below where the sun is. And I guess that's kind of one thing I learned when I filmed this is it's very hard to film spider webs. Yeah, they look really cool. I know people are scared of spiders, but I don't know. I think they're all right. I think spider webs are really cool. Just overall, I think they always look really cool especially when you see one just by itself and not all like warped in a tree or anything. But yeah, I don't know. I think they're neat. I just think they're neat. It's cool when you catch them like just right and you can see like the light reflecting, and yeah, they're always cool patterns. Oh, and here we got the star of the show. Saw a frickin' squirrel right in the middle of the shot. I was filming that spider web for a little bit, and then I just happened to look to my left, and I saw this guy right there, right in the tree, just looking at me. So I looked at him, and now you can look at him too, if you're looking right now. He's kind of like right in the middle of the tree, a little far back on a tree, flicking his tail. And I think he gets bored of looking at me and just meanders down the tree. See you later, dude. And patience is a virtue, because if we wait just a little bit longer, we'll see that he eventually returns. In a little bit. Just gotta wait a little bit longer, I guess. I swear he does. I'm not just pulling your leg. I know he climbs back up the tree. Okay, so I may have accidentally pulled your leg. I thought that footage was I thought that shot was a little bit longer, and he does climb back up the tree, but I think I cut the camera a little too early. Oh man, I'm sorry. I don't know, but it was more of the same. It's just him standing there on the tree, looking at me and twitching his tail. I'm really sorry. I pulled your leg like that. I didn't mean to. And I'm being genuine. I do feel bad. I could have sworn that he does climb back up it, and I caught it on film, but I guess I didn't. You can kind of see him a little bit. He starts to move back up, but yeah. Sorry. Now I've been just talking over this shot, and this is just something completely different. Just some cool purples in this. Purples and oranges. It's weird because you don't really think of purple as a fall color, but I guess it kind of is in a way. You got the greens that turn from like greens turn to like yellows and oranges, and I guess the darker greens turn to purple, I guess. Maybe it's things that are already red turn to purple. I don't know. Is it purple or more of a mauve? Mauve. I always like that color. That's a good color. Mauve. Now we got another water shot. When I was filming this, I started thinking a little bit. And I usually think I'm a pretty calm person, but I don't know. I've been a little overwhelmed lately and stressed with a bunch of different things. And I don't know. I was just thinking about water and how it's, even though it's always changing and moving around, it's still water, you know? Like, I don't know, that sounds dumb, but it's still the same body of water, no matter how many waves there are or how tough the waves are. It's still the same body of water. Or if it's frozen over or anything like that, it's still the same body of water. I guess people are kind of like that too sometimes. Even if the waters are turbulent, or if they're calm, or however they are, it's still the same body of water. It's still the same person. I don't know, just something I was thinking about. I like water. I like people too, I guess. think it's fun to just kind of zone out for a little while and watch water. Or listen to it, or... I usually don't record a lot of audio when I film for these. I actually did try at this point for this video. I tried to get a good recording of the water, but unfortunately, even though I said towards the beginning that it wasn't very windy, it ended up being a little windy at this point, and the audio that I did record is a lot of bad wind noises. Just a lot of, like, it sounds like someone's bumping the microphone, so it's not particularly relaxing. So I'd rather not play that for you and surprise you. Could be a little jarring as opposed to what you'd expect it to sound like. It was around this point that I kind of realized it was getting late and I should probably start heading back. If you're still watching, it's a little bit darker now, and you can kind of tell that from the video. A little bit late in the afternoon. It's still cool that even though it's dark, you can still kind of tell that the leaves are changing. They still look a little different. There's still like a clear distinction between them. And as I was walking back up the trail to my car, I saw this, and I was like, that's pretty neat. There's kind of a clear like hole right in between. This is like a view looking up at the sky, and there's all like trees kind of around the outside, and then right in the middle there's just a clear window where you can see some clouds. Yeah, and it looks pretty freaking dope. I don't know anything about clouds, but it's not like a usual kind that I've ever really seen. Just looks kind of neat. So yeah, I don't really want to take up too much more of your time, and I guess I'll end it there. I'll end it with a nice shot of the trail I went down when I filmed those last couple shots. It's a road and some very vibrant yellow leaves. I know this one was a little bit different than the last one, but I hope it was still able to kind of mellow you out and chill you out a little. Hopefully you're a little relaxed. Maybe you fell asleep. Maybe that's what you wanted to do, or maybe it wasn't. But yeah, I don't know. I hope you enjoyed nonetheless. I had a really great day when I went out and filmed these, and I hope you had a great day watching it. Talk to you later.